I just had a whole thing. I had a whole bit with using my echo filter to be the kidnapper, and it was so great. And I was muted that whole time. That is a bullshit. And now I feel like I'm being too loud, right? Because my mouse is right next to the mic. Whoops! So, turning that down a bit. I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do. Maybe I should do as they say for now, not push it. I couldn't even catch a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until the police backup arrives. Oh my! Oh no! Never thought it'd be terrible. Ah! It's a trap, obviously. March 13th, 11:23 a.m. Question mark. That guy betrayed. No, it can't be. Then the deal. Who was that? And what are they talking about? Split police. All right. In front of meetup. I can't move my body. I fear I might faint again. No, don't worry. There's no earthquake. Not yet, at least. Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like that. It's now when I made the drop off. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. It was from Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of a powerful Zamputas of the Amano group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, has been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. I can't sit waiting around for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. No! Haha! What was that? You making that funny sound? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? A kidnapper? Me? No way. I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope. I'm after something much, much bigger. Ah, I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Ahem. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness from the world's blight. And the one is me, for I am the great thief! Yatagasaru! Hey, Yatagasaru. Isn't that those the people isn't that the people who, tried to who stole the files from my office? Great thief. Did you really just claim to be the Yatagasaru? Okay, but my real name is Kay Federday. You can call me Kay, okay? Good, got that settled. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, would you be so kind to remove these ropes? I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Oh, no, wait, no. It's dead. Okay, so first of all, the anime, the Ace Attorney anime is only the first 3 games. So that's only Phoenix Wright, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations. This is the Ace Attorney Investigations. So it's okay you don't understand what this is going on. I went into this game completely blind, with the only knowledge of the Phoenix Wright trilogy and the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Knowing that, hopefully this won't spoil anything of Apollo's Justice, because I'm waiting for the Apollo's Justice trilogy to come out. And I just needed some Ace Attorney to hold me down until then. So we're learning together. So basically, what I was saying earlier, but in the first episode, there was a murder in Edgeworth's office, but there was also like a great deal of files stolen, and it was from a place called the Yatagathru, or if I'm pronouncing that right, it is. But there's a lot going on, so we do. This is, I believe, part 5. So you do have a bit to catch up on, because it's a lot to explain. And also, I'm really glad that I got to that the turn of events happened as it is, because if those who don't know, today is actually the 22nd anniversary of Ace Attorney. So very nice to know that I'm playing an Ace Attorney game. So even though I have with a movie actor. So you're saying you've only seen through Turnabout Samurai? Or Farewell My Turnabout, because those both have movie actors. Now I'm very confused, because now it's confused. You gotta ask me, you gotta answer. It's about a guy who, wait, no, shit, I can't say. Was the guy arrested a samurai, because they're both samurai. They were both actors for samurais. But it could be Turnabout Samurais, or it could be Farewell My Turnabout. One was the Fister statue. Am I just forgetting Turnabout Samurai? Or am I forgetting? It's been so long since I played either one of those episodes. Or watched the anime, for that is for sure. Okay, here's the bigger question. Where was the murder? That will help me a great deal. Where was the murder? Oh, so it is Turnabout Samurai. Okay, yeah, that's Turnabout Samurai. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know. Yeah, that's versus the thing. This rope goes through here, and there you go. What a relief. I owe you my thanks. Ah, it's okay. You can pay me back in full later. Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me can possibly be such a big-time thief, right? That's not the part I have a tough time believing. I'm the real genuine Yatagathru, you know? Yep, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrest you then, right? What? Of course I'd mind! I haven't stolen anything yet! Seriously, I don't know how you could say such a horrible thing to your savior. Do you even know who this man is? That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me. Yet. When you said you're the Yatsugaru, oh, do you mean you are the Yatsugaru? Yep! The most righteous of the righteous, the legendary Great Sea. But the title was only recently succeeded to me. So I haven't the chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatsugaru. The second? I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that. But don't you worry, I got some big plans in the works. Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? I knew it. There's just no reasoning, Mr. Prosecutor. Wait, I don't think we've ever mentioned to her that she's the prosecutor. How the fuck does she know us? I'm not the problem here. I'll have you know that the Yatsugaru has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal. Only one thing. And what would that be? That's gonna have to wait until we find our way out of here. Well, at least there is one thing we agree on. I'm sure we have plenty of time to learn more about you. So you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor. Ah, I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth. Ah, ha! Now I remember. How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's get out of here. Did you really think it would be that simple, okay? Okay, did you really think just opening the door would be so simple? It seemed that we are locked in from the other side. What? No way! I don't hear you, la la la! Hey, do you remember where you came in from, right? It looks like that might be our only way out of this room. Whoops. Slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump from that high to make an exit. I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see what we can find another way out. Isolation room. That's what I'd call it. What is this? Looks like a bad badger. And looking bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. I guess the bad badger's costume isn't that... I guess the bad badger costume is, at very least, a two-piece, huh? The real question is, why is it only the head sitting out here on the floor? Wait. Interesting. That's gonna be good to note. They're holding a blue badger photo rally? Didn't you know? Plus, it's not just the blue badger, it's his whole family too. Take a picture of every member of the badger family and receive a prize. There's only one of each of the 4 family members wandering out to the park. Best of luck. Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that? You can't do that! That's cheating! There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it! Speaking of badgers, there's one sitting against the wall in the haunted house. Seriously? But somehow, I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costume ones walking around the park. So that's the rules of this game. How quaint. Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. Oh, I think it's the pink badger costume. Pink badger? clan in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up on the whole Badger clan with this. Proto-Badger is the very first Badger. Bad Badger, Blue Badger, Pink Badger. Think of it as the Bible all things. You never need to know about the whole clan. Whatever. I suppose I can do it as a reference guide or something. I suppose that this means this is where they keep all the costumes. It certainly looks that way. It looks like the Badger's family's home. There's 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty, which means that the 7 of the costumes are in use right now. What are these Badgers, the mascots of the police force? Well, I heard that the police had a hand with sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Gateway Water Group owns the police from all the cases they solved. I can only think about Turnabout Sisters, to be honest. But to be fair, there's probably much more that we don't know. They have all the power of the state, and they use it to make a theme park. It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped looping roller coaster. That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy just from the thought of such thing. Same here. I won't rest until I inspect every suspicious nook and cranny. I suppose this is the Pink Badger, but since it's the same has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female? You think so? I mean, just look how long her eyelashes are. It's the only difference. And the fact that she's pink. Yes, and... Oh my gosh, Edgeworth is so hip! Just because it's pink doesn't mean any shit! And her lips are red, see? Lipstick! Edgeworth's one was today's news. She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon? What, she has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon? Or is this too obvious? This is that of the Blue Badger I met at the main gate. No, you met Prototype. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not the Blue Badger. It's based off of the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter. I suppose he continued to redesign him. The chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we evolved. Are we comparing the Blue Badger to the humans now? So this is the Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence towards this Badger, okay? Ha! I can't believe you'd be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? That's it. I've decided that thieves in theory need an image makeover. Good luck with that one. Look, it's the Blue Badger. I suppose even this thing can be popular with women. I have a keychain for fuck's sake! I mean, yeah, sure, I got it because I bought a planner, but fuck off! I love that keychain. It's my second favorite keychain I have. I'm sorry, nothing can beat my Cosmo keychain. I can't stand him! But Wanda! Why is she suddenly beating the Blue Badger's image up? He's got the word badge in his name. How bad is that for a girl like me? And to think he's out there wandering in this park. I better be careful or he's gonna arrest me by the power of his name alone. I somehow doubt that the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone. Me, on the other hand. Probably this box. Suppose this is Pink Badger. Oh, maybe I should, investigate the goddamn keys. And what do we have here? Ah! Why do I feel Laser like staring right at me? Do you want to take a look? Oh, don't mind if I do! Ooh, I see. Yes, this is definitely a key. I'm sure of it's a key to something. No, don't worry. I'm pretty sure things will make sense eventually. Maybe if I get the one on Provo. What do I have for logic? Let's just see. Let's actually read all of this now that I can. Photo Badger, the very first Badger. Bad Badger, a vile criminal with a gun. Oh no, he's got a gun! Blue Badger, an ally of justice who keeps the peace. Pink Badger, you know her unique pink bow. Wait, what was this again? Take a picture of every member of the Badger family and receive a prize. There's only one of... Okay. Well, let's see what else we can find around in this room. Man! Why do I have to put the window up so high anyways? How's the sea supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we can make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. Haha! That's pretty clever. You make a good thief yet, You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. Actually, I actually think the words Edgeworth and thief could go in the same sentence. The sentence would have to be something like, good job, Mr. Edgeworth, you caught the criminal. Congratulations, Mr. Edgeworth caught the thief. Or something like that. Let's see. I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. Man, why do I have to make such ginormous lockers anyways? Even if we wanted to use the lockers, we need some sort of foothold. Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape. And what exactly do you have in mind? Well, we can paint help in really giant letters. And who, pray tell, would see those giant letters? We're inside a building. Okay then, how about we light the paint on fire and send out color signals? Anyone who saw it would think that some crazy arsonist was about to call the cops. Actually, that might not be great for me seeing him as thief and all. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? I mean, you're right. That would be true, but come on. This is a game where he has to solve a problem. No one would be that smart. This is a beam I was tied to. What's up? I wonder if perhaps we could make it over and out the window if we climb this. Good thinking. And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks. This little hook looks like it would make it for a good foothold. Up you go, Kay. Good luck. Count on it. The great Stacy got to go through, spreads her mighty wings, and takes it to the skies. Here I go! As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing. What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know! No. Logic! Damn it. Seems like we won't be able to open this by ourselves. Also seems quite sick, so we can't just break it down. There must be another way out of here. Good, I wanted to talk. We have some evidence to present to you. Just for fun. Hey, don't you think getting out of here is more important right now? You can ask me about that later. I suppose she's right. I figured this would be a waste of time, so. Isn't this my phone? It looks like it made it's through the ordeal intact. If there's only some way for us to contact someone on the other side. Ah, but we do have a way right here. Ah! There was a cell phone here this whole time? If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the Preenus for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth! Sir, are you okay? I was so worried, sir. Fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper. That's all. I'm so sorry, sir. Such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. In doing that, I sort of... Ah! What's wrong, detective? Sorry to put in, but you're gonna have to make... Wait, is this the kidnapper? I could do it! I'm sorry to put it. I'm afraid you're gonna have to make do with me. Who is this? She Long Lang of Interpol. Wait, but isn't Interpol the people Francesca's working with? A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime is a crime, whether it is on the local or global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? And why would you say that? Leng Ji says, the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of this here post-haste. Sorry. No can do. What? Oh, right. Sorry. Sorry, it's hard. We're hunting the kidnapper now. I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go at it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured, we'll come find you. Eventually. You. What's wrong? How'd you get cut off? No, my phone ran out of power. No way! Doesn't matter anyways. We should try to get out of here, though, but through our own means. Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we'll find a way out. Okay, I swear there's gotta be some logic I can put together. I'm a dumbass. Maybe the key opens something to the lockers. That would be simple logic. What? That should have been easy logic. Am I sure I'm not... There's gotta be some logic I can connect, right? Maybe? Nope. No. I have to figure out I have to examine everything. This is common sense in an Ace Attorney game? What is this? Sure. This might be stupid. Yep. Okay, so... Now, here's my reasoning on why I'm connecting these two together. What if we tried to use the boxes as the foothold? Alright! There's gotta be something to that key. We're gonna be using that key for something. Wait! This might be the piece I was missing. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. I feel like they heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before, but I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. After that, they left. I almost seemed like it seemed like they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, but my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the $1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see if we can find a way out through that spot. Ooh! Can we peer into the room with the kidnappers are in from here? I won't rest until I have inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. There's a door on the opposite side of that appears to be the same as this one, which would mean I can probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may just have found out our ticket out. There's a beam next to the room, identical in the one in this room. There's even a hook onto it to hold a prop up floor panel in place. Which reminds me, did you find something useful, Mr. Edgeworth? Perhaps. I may have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of here. Is that what I think it is? It looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves. No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam, which is in a very specific way. I think that this building was originally built was the basement or underground area. Now we might have somewhere for the key to go. Alright, nope, not at all. Wait. Try being a little... That could be Ace Attorney in a nutshell. Just drink every time when the obvious thing isn't when the obvious solution is wrong. That'd get you hammered in like 5 seconds. This hook on the beam. You know I already tried that. There's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit there's something just not possible. Huh, I was only about to suggest that again. Rather, it's for a different purpose. Really? Like what? As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly keeping the floor panel up. Which means that there should be a panel in this room like that that we can open as well. Oh, I get it. We didn't notice this example all this time because it was being hidden by this tarp. Boy. Obvious answer is obvious. Alright then. Let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Now this is what I call treasure. A treasure. Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure. A scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of sweet freedom. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch! Alright. This thing is locked down tight. Ah, fiddlesticks! No. I believe you're up, Kay. Huh? Why me? Because we need to use this tiny key that you've taken you've taken quite a liking to. Oh, gotcha! Just leave it to me. I love these tense feelings of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now. Alright, I got the secret door open. And now... Whee! Ah, wait! Ah! Are you alright, Kay? I'm fine. The ladder just slipped, that is all. Thank goodness she's alright. I about had a canary. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? It's really dark in Crime Town there, so I really doubt there's an exit. Alright. Ah! I can't believe that happened. You have only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know. No way! I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder was removable? I figured out how we'll escape this prison, Kay. Oh, so are we gonna so how are we gonna bust out? With a ladder. And nobody can say it's a step ladder because that thing is definitely a ladder! Sorry, it's another Ace Attorney joke. Seems that your reckless actions were abused after all. Are you actually praising me? More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder? What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Oh, I see! If we use this... Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well then, what are we waiting for? Okay. Now, you say you watched the anime, so you wouldn't understand the step ladder stuff. So, like, in, like, every episode when you're just investigating and examining, every time, when you're examining a scene, every time, and there's a stepladder, always examine it, because you always get a conversation between Phoenix and Maya where Maya's like, look, a ladder! And Phoenix is like, that's a stepladder. And Maya's like, well, what's the difference? Every time, and it's great. Well, there's multiple people, but it's always the same punchline of, it's a ladder, it's a stepladder. No. Yeah, it's a ladder. No, it's actually a stepladder. Well, what's the difference? And then if you play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, there's a similar joke, but it's not with ladders and stepladders, it's with spades and shovels. It's very funny, and I loved it. Alright, now we can get out of here! Yes, we spent entirely too much time entirely too much time here. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started. I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. March 13th, 12:11 p.m. Wild Wild West area. Looks like it stopped raining for now. Yeah, thank goodness. You had no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth! It's Gumshoe! So glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was going to give out. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, may I ask you, what in the world was that? Is that? Well, it's, count off! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! 98! 99! Shift! All 99 members are here and accounted for, sir! What the heck are you think you're doing, counting my cubs off like that? Every person's a valuable human being, you get me? Everyone has a name, and that their parents gave to them. That dude looks so cool. I think I found my new favorite. I think I found my favorite character of these games. He's no Kazuma, but who will always have my heart. No one's a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it. Hell yeah! Just so there's your pickup. That's your pickup line. There's your line for everybody. No one. You're not a 2. You're not a 3. You're number 1. And don't you forget that, okay? Don't ever forget that you are not. You're not. Don't ever forget. You're not a 2. You're not a 3. You're number 1. Shoof! 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 Are you Agent Ling? I take it. You're in the file. How dare you start shoot? No. There is no scale. You are number 1. How do you start our shoot so rudely? Grrr! Lingzi says, a cub who disrespects another soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person? China. This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. You all see just how that's the proper way for 2 people to show their respects. Just, here's my business card. Nope, okay, now here's mine. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life. Got it? Oops, wrong button. Ah, that's right. Francesca did warn me. Something about an elite interfield agent for the Republic of Senfa. Apparently, this man has the highest arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lin, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. I have a name! You have my card! Please understand that! How is it not? I've heard rumors or 2 about you. You solved the murders that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! You sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. Look, there's a lot going on. And in my defense, I was being arrested. I was being accused of the murder. So it's not that easy when you're being the one accused. Not easy being accused of murder, okay? We should know because every every protagonist of an Ace Attorney game is arrested on the suspect of murder. Twice. I don't know about Apollo. Because I haven't played Apollo's Justice or Onward yet. But Phoenix and Uronosuke, they both have been arrested twice. And I heard in Apollo's Justice, Phoenix does get a 3rd time of being arrested. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying that you could have solved it faster, pal? Comedic relief jumps into aid his master. How cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is if you have been there, no one would have died. Are you sure, Lang? I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday his victim was the Agent Abby Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me. So now I'm about to take my revenge. Just so you know, I was not the suspect in that, okay? You cannot take your revenge out on me. I may have been. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francesca and a 3rd person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel you should understand how I feel. As the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask you that you please allow me to participate in this investigation. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings. Well, why do you go back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? Do you not realize some of this? You dare mock the court? I do. And I don't need the help of a filthy prostitute. Whoa, whoa. You want a defense attorney to your aid? I got one on the table. Sorry. I feel like we had to make one Phoenix reference at some point tonight. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prostitute? I'm trying to think, was there anybody who said... No, because in most cases, like, prosecutor would always be the one being like, oh, cool. Why? Why do I feel intentional loathing emanating from him? I love him, though. Alright, men, good job on the perimeter. Around Gay Waterland. Now let's just find me the kidnapper and bring that punk to me. Dismissed. Sir! Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? But wait! Mr. Edgeworth. It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that. I suppose I have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me on that. So what's your thoughts on the matter, Kay? Man! Can't calmly do any stealing with all that detective around. I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of the law enforcement in the vicinity. It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing. Which is it? Do you plan to stealing something or not? But it's a mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. So what are you going to do about your investigation into the kidnapping? Good question. Since Ancient Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated. Oh, come on. You can't just let that stop you. I'll even lend you a hand. So let's go! But you're the self-appropriated great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone like an unlawful nature participate in an investigation. I like to listen to you. I'm not just any ordinary great thief. I'm the Yatagasuru! And as I said earlier, thanks for the follow. Very much appreciated. The Yatagasuru is after only one and only thing. What is this one and only thing you are after? The Yatagasuru is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. I see. It was 7 years ago. There's a vigilante who has threw the business world into a panic. The labels reeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagasuru appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about the thief's ultimate goal, we do know the target. The Yatagasuru likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings and of all sorts. Once the target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen operations was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media. Along with the card was the mark of the three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call that's what the Yatagasuru was dealing with the truth. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagasuru? That can't be, can it? Alright, let's present stuff. If I had one of these, I could be a prosecutor too, right? Don't even think of stealing this from me. Huh? If it's that important to you, then why don't you wear it on your label? Why should I have to label myself as a prosecutor everywhere I go? Why does everyone ask that question of me? That's what I'd like to know. I really love theme parks. Too bad we're not here to have a fun time. So why did you choose this one? And why choose to show yourself to me of all people? Because I was tailing you, silly. Duh. You were following me? But why? What do you think about this? If you're going to steal anything, at least keep your hands off my line. Alright. I'll return it to you. Here you go. I was hoping for some information in return, but my line will do for now. Come on! The Badger family is waiting for us to find and take pictures of them. And remember, you have to yell, Badger, get! Each time, or else it doesn't count. They even have a rule for when you take their pictures? Tell me about it. I was planning to steal all my shots as any proper great thief should. Does the concept of stealing premedate every aspect of this girl's life? It's a book of information about each of my arch enemies, about my arch enemy, Badger. And I won't lose the likes of him. You just wait and see. I'm gonna write the Tom of Thievery. How's that, Mr. Edgeworth? The information that winds up on your wanted poster will suffice in this competition. Alright. Alright, Gumshoe, what's up? Great job, detective. Sir! The losing side of me and the kidnapper allowing my investigation to be hijacked. I shall duck your salary for that! Because apparently that's something I can do. Sir! I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. Yes! Yes! We had it! We had a Gumshoe salary joke! Hell yeah! But the case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I prepare the 21 gun fleet now or later? Detective, are you sure it was the prenups you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number of my own presents like the back of my hand. And why did an Interpol agent show up instead? It was an army of his own agents. That I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that wolfman showed up and out of nowhere, sir. Agent Lang definitely has an agenda. The question is, what is he after? Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering, may I ask you about one thing, sir? Yes, what is it? Who's that? The girl over there, I mean. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Faye Faraday. What? Okay, we don't need to make assumptions. Funny, I don't recall making you my assistant, Kate. Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me! It's been like that forever! Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. How can you say something so serious with a giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, we got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir! Right, great, cool, now I can arrest her. I'm taking her in and getting her convicted. And make sure she serves out her sentence. Oh, come on, it'll be fun! Just like musical chairs. You better stay fast at your feet. No way. I won't. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little girl! Lance! Lance! Where are you, son? Mr. Amano. Oh, Miles, my boy. I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you return. Are you Mr. Amano? I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office. I had the chance to study in the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No. Think nothing of it. As you know, Fred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you only need to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. Yeah, this is definitely, kind of like giving me that this is definitely between Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. Or maybe this takes place sometime during Trials and Tribulations. But that doesn't make sense for me, you know? So it has to be between those two games. Because in Bridge to Turnabout, if you read Edgeworth's profile, it says that he has been to 5 overseas countries. But here he's only talking about only going overseas once to another country. So that means this has to be before Bridge to Turnabout. At least. And the way things are talking about the way they were talking about things in the first episode, it definitely seemed like it was after Justice for All. Or at least after the Lost Turnabout. So that's kind of our time frame, is somewhere between the Lost Turnabout and the Bridge to Turnabout. So who's the old man? He's the father of the currently kidnapped Ernest Amando. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please. I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remains unknown, Mr. Armando. Well, hold on there. And what happened to all of that money? I believe the 1 million has been stolen, and that the culprits are now on the run. What? Oh, man. Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Armando. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? How will telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behaviors. Very well then, Lance is my one and only son. He turned 21 this year. It's very much like me when I was his age. Very kind and attractive. May I see a picture of him? I'll be the judge of that. I'm sure women simply cannot resist to keep their hands off him. Wait, do we have profiles of him? No. Nope, we don't have him. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? Now that you mention it. I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, I thought that maybe he would know where my son is. Perhaps Oliver is one of the kidnappers then. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Oh, it was yesterday. Cole came to the house. Where is he? Okay, this is our son. Help me, Daddy. I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Armando. Don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. You definitely should have recorded that conversation, but not for the foolish sentimentals of an old man. My headphones came out of my computer. And for those who don't know, I do have wireless headphones, but they're actually charging tonight, so that way if I'm doing anything tomorrow, I can use them tomorrow. Mr. Armando, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. DK? As a butler, he serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. We still haven't spoken with him since his leave. What about his family and friends? He said they haven't seen him. I've tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think that this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one of those names I better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir! Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to lead this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by twiddling our thumbs. With you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through all thick and thin. Mr. Armando, it was my fault the culprits escaped, which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Mr. Miles. Good luck to you, my boy. Alright. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating. If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it. Ooh. So what should we examine first? Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. But the culprits were here only until very recently, which means we may be able to find some clues to tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get looking. Hey, you there! Who, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off, I was helping Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile! All present detectives are now under Agent Lane's direct command. No way! I'm not working for Wolf Boy! Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing how you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go. No! Boy, have I got just a job for you or something. Well, that was exciting. Okay. What? Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on! I finally get to be your assistant. You trying to ditch me? I don't recall offering you the position. I mean, it has to be so difficult. Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I have already stolen the position of assistant a while back. Ha! You're the only one asserting that. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yatagasa threw away. You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant Kay is going to tag along no matter what you say. Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not gonna listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride. Alright, let's talk to her first. Yes? Okay, what do you think about the kidnapping? Well, I don't know anything about the victim. Can't wait to see the victim. See if he's as hot as his father says. So actually, I was hoping you could tell me. Ah, that's right. I never did explain the situation to you. I got involved because of a phone call I received. It was from none other than the director of Amando's group, Ernest Amando. His only son Lance has been kidnapped, and he wants me to be the drop-off. Little did I suspect that it would be abducted myself. And that's when I found you, tied up to a pole, screaming, "No!" Can you please drop that already? Okay, so we have no other... Okay, so let's start investigating, shall we? If these were real, I wonder what you put in them. Water would be the obvious answer. But if you stored water in a barrel, nothing like... Oh god! But if you store water in a barrel under a blazing hot sun. Wouldn't it go bad? People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted. Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they were really, really strange. They really liked the strange taste. Look who's making fun of them now. Look! There's a cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift. The Gatewater lands from the local police brightness. I can't believe those police went so far to even donate the cactus to this place. This is the police department running a cactus farm on the side. Haha, just kidding. They wouldn't do something so silly. Actually, I have the vague impression that I've seen a cactus farm at the Greenhouse before. Alright, obviously talk to me. Excuse me, but could you let me through here? Sorry, can't let anyone through. Agent Lane's orders. I'm supposed to deal with this impasse for now. Hello. Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme. It looks so lifelike, don't you think? Are you thinking of wrangling or rather stealing them? If you can coax them, out of there, sure. Come on, I know you can sweet talk them. I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand, and they wouldn't budge, okay? I have mentioned that I do have a Blue Badger keychain, right? It's all the way in my car, and plus, I don't know, it would be so much work to show you guys that I actually do have the keychain. But needless to say, I have a Blue Badger keychain. I might post a picture of it on Twitter after stream. Hey! It's the Blue Badger! Badger, get! I really don't understand why she's so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of the badgers, there's a person inside there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. He's doing that contorted wiggling dance again. Ha! It's me! I never thought I'd see him again! The precious boy! This man is from Rise from the Ashes, and if you watch the anime, you'll never meet him, and I'm so sorry for your loss. He's a precious boy. And I'm sorry that, my playthrough of... My original playthrough of the first game is lost to the void, because that's when I was not uploading archives. But! If you raise $200, you guys can make me replay Rise from the Ashes. Actually, I would really appreciate it if you guys would vote for Rise from the Ashes if we do raise the $200. And that will be my choice if nobody does vote. So, it would be my turn. Actually, I would leave the question up to my mods of which episode I replay. Because they are a part of the community like everybody else. But they just have a little more power because they're my friends. Well, they're like my greatest friends. And they're the two people I trust a lot. Ha! You uncovered my undercover, sir. I was to remain under the head, sir. Aren't you Officer Meekins? Sir! Mike Meekins, reporting for duty, sir! This man was a witness in one of our cases that... Ha! This just proves that this takes place between justice for all and trials and tribulations! Or does it take place at... About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he stopped, which gave me a great deal of headaches. I loved him. He was a great good boy. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth? I met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting your time? Sir! Because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I am the Blue Badger. I am creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have dreams to become as big as the Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling this scorchingly broiling heat until a little while ago. When a dispatch radio on my shoulder cracked, kidnappers has escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already, and I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy on anyone. It would seem that some people never change. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir! That's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I am an officer on the trail of the kidnapper, sir. I see. Agent Ling is very wise to employ the sorts of diversionary tactics. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor! How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir! For about one little hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked out unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir! If that's true, then it's possible that Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. But, however, sir, I must tell you, I didn't see the thing, sir! I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No, but I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir. And getting into it, too. I patrolled the park all the while wearing his costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger. What you said just now is contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins contradicts. Your testimony contradicts this piece of evidence. I'm just a little patrolman. I don't understand what you're talking about, sir. I can't say I get it either. Nah! This isn't what I was looking for. I'm sorry, officer, but can you please report what you said respond for? Of course, sir, I've been honored with repeating myself as many times as needed, sir. There's as well, I didn't see a suspicious-looking people around, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger. As I saw, what you just said is contradictory to the facts. Okay, so what exactly is so contradictory, Mr. Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins says when he contradicts. Wait. There's only one! There's only one. So there shouldn't be a second blue badger. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last name. Sir, of course, sir. That you wish, sir, Mr. Prosecutor. That little patrolman will wait as long as I command him to wait. You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw is not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only one each badger at any given time. Which means as long as you're the blue badger, Officer Meeking, you should have not seen another blue badger wandering the premise. What? Sir? Then what was... Then that would mean that there's two blue badgers walking around. But why? Sir! It's so incredibly shiny, but it has a really ugly shape. I knew it. I was right to go for such a more manly police badge, sir. I lose it a lot, and I just know that I can use it for a real one of these days, sir. Mr. Edgeworth. I think this cop is one donut short of a baker's dozen. I know, believe me, I know. Sir! I'm undercover as the Blue Badger now, sir. I must pretend to not know anything about anything, sir. I mustn't respond to that. It would be like shooting a fish in a barrel. One of my biggest things I love. Drip drop little by little, our privacy is being sold off to the public through this, sir. But that means I need to work extra hard on my cute poses. Ooh, like what? Like this! Great! Now I know what your new pose will be. Look, sir, I was successful in stealing his poses and speaking style, sir. That's nice, Kay. Like a father. Sir, you have a copy of the Blue Badger Bible too, sir? That's written by the experts on the Badger family, sir. And it's very, very thorough. It doesn't matter that it was made the Blue Badger only a little while ago, sir. That book helped me memorize every name of the Badger, every Badger, sir. It's not that hard to remember 4 incredibly obvious names. Alright, I'm done talking to you, Beacons. Do we have anything from Kay? Okay, no, we have no new evidence for her too. Beacon! I love it, man. Let's talk to the police. Excuse me, but could you let me through here? Sorry, can't let anyone through. Agent Lane's orders. Gonna assume that's the same as this man. Okay, yeah. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, isn't that one of those things that you tie horses to? Yes, although the horses are in another location. Aww. Here I was hoping I could get to ride one. You know how to ride a horse? Nope. Never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse. Okay, what was the year of the horse? We need to know. Okay, year of the horse were around 1990, 2002, 2014, and 2026. So, we're assuming... Non-sequitur is the only way to describe your logic. Ah, seeing that badge reminds me of Manfred. Now he was one fine prosecutor, the best of the best. Yes, I can't disagree with you there. I sense that you don't really want to talk about him. Yeah, definitely not after what happens during Tournament Christmas coming to December 29th, December 19th to 21st. Easy. I'll be doing more promotional stuff after, after Arctic Life stuff, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows that, yes, I am doing Tournament Christmas is a yearly tradition, so. And it's really just a lame excuse to replay Tournament Goodbyes every year. How I feel about him. It's hard for me to be truthful about that with another person. You're hard countenance. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking or feeling. But mark my words, I think you are Manfred's true successor. I really do. I don't have a perfect record. A certain silly dead man Oh, that looks like something quite with value. But then all things have value attached to them. Only probing deep into the unknown till we become true winners in this world, Michael. Hey, the knowledge isn't going to make me a winner here. It's information. I got you now, you vile criminals! I think the kidnappers would have a better sense than trying to head these. Oh, come on! Lighten up, will ya? I was only joking. I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding here, right in front of the two officers. I certainly hope not. Set of tire tracks originating from the garage. Ah! That means the car left the garage at some point, right? Correct. But for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that the left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation to why these tracks are made of mud. Three treads. I think we can also safely assume it's a special type of car. Alright, what do we have for logic that we can connect? I mean, where's a shot, you know? A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is... Oh, I know! It's one of the kidnappers, right? Yeah, the person who wore a costume to get away. Precisely. After all, the costume that went missing from the storage areas are a blue badger and a photo badger and a bad badger. Yes, those three. So there are three phony badgers running around somewhere in the park, huh? Well, that's all the... Alright, can I talk to Kay about anything? Okay, no, but I do have more evidence. I have new evidence in order. Looks like there's another thief afoot. Only if we assume that this is not your handiwork. Are you kidding? You know the blue badger is enemy number one to me. Can you imagine me ever being on good terms with that thing? Actually, it's surprisingly easy. Alright, let's show this to me. Let's talk to Meekins about this. Sir, I'm an undercover. Just what sort of operation is this? They would allow such their valuables to be stolen. It's a disgrace to the way business are run everywhere. Well, thieves by nature generally tend to target these types. Stealing is an abnormal behavior. Don't you agree, little miss? Yeah, it's the worst. Am I going to have to add hypocrite to the list of things you are, Missy? Okay, that didn't provide much. Hey, there's a bunch of footprints here in the mud here. I remember hearing the rainfall outside while it's being held out here. Yep, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground has already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. It left us some nice footprints samples. You know what? I bet if we follow them, we can find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes. I don't think it will be that easy. Why not? Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. And we don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers. Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. I mean, let's try it. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Oh, you mean how we know that the tracks belong to the kidnappers, right? Yes, more than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of the badgers. Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting. So we're looking for the footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them. There's 2 sets of them here. They do both look like they're possible candidates. This set is walking off to the west. Ah! It just stops. I can't make a heads or tails or where it's leading me. I think we can assume it's head towards the stadium. I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east. Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I got it! He's one of the culprits! Ah, no! I'm not a kidnapper, sir! Down, Kay. Clearly those are the footprints belonging to Miss... Those footprints belong to Officer Megan. But our criminals were each wearing a costume. Aha, maybe they came over to the garage for something. That's what I suppose. Officer speaking. Could you please step aside for a moment? We need to examine the garage. Sir, Roger Wilco, sir. Let's open the shutters and see what we find. Maybe we'll find one of the kidnappers hiding inside. Ah! What in the? It always ends with murder. It always starts with murder. Always with the murdering. You seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock having been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! Mr. Armando, are you saying that this man is? Yes, he's my butler. How could I let something like this happen? Indeed, why was it Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I better investigate this crime scene quickly and before Agent Lang and his men return. The kidnapper footprints led right to this garage and right to a dead body. It's possible that one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? For my cross-examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. You sure are calm for someone who just found a body. Well, it's not my first time finding a dead body, Kay! It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I inspect every suspicious nook and cranny. I mean, this part's looking... As long as the Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real observatory done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds. One in the abdomen and one in the shoulder. That means he was shot twice. No, I don't think so. Hey, Fresh Gloves! I think the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the other near his shoulder is an exit wound. Nice! I knew you could figure it out. It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. This is an unusually shaped pendant. What is it? Is it something valuable? She seems to have regained some of her composure. It looks like a horse pendant. It's got a unique feeling about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice! It is worth something after all! Ooh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Dolvier. It's a name. Colin Dolvier. This man's name is... There's something not right about the name on this pendant. The victim is in the Mondo family's butler. His name Oliver Deacon. But the name on this pendant is Cullen Devonier. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit up on an important piece of information. I mean, I thought that would be part of some logic. Nailed it. Lens! Lens, where are you, sweetie? That must be his... Excuse me, but you are... Bubba. Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Ah! Stop it, Lauren! You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with... Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pulps. His girlfriend? Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends, and we're not lovers or anything. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it. Just accept it. I even got this ring as a present from Lance. Ha! You know she reminds me of? A cartoon character! May I inquire as to why you are here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to really worry. I looked everywhere for him, and I've heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Wow, you're really strong. You're really strong for making it through all of this by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true. Lance! I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. He's back! My boy! My man! My man brought up to me. It brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really did. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspect? Who? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. No! Not Meekins! Why does it have to be Meekins? What? Sir! I had nothing to do with it, sir! Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you have any good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? Ha! I'll leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't a forgiving forgiving as your precious courtroom. Objection! Felt good to say that. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning. Well, when we have to go up against Phoenix, that goes right out the window. But that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. All you have to do is arrest a suspicious person after a suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the street. That's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people. Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We all got blemishes or two in our hearts. That's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go unchecked before my eyes. Heh! Too bad you don't get to call the shots around here. As I sworn to uphold the law in this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That's what you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of the law enforcement? You! How dare you speak directly about our Shifu? Hold it! Hey, that's my line. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Then she said, every pack has its own rules. You can play by their rules and come out on top. That's the true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigation I've done. Through my line of logic! You're so hot! Welcome to the new member of Nitro's Swooning. Welcome to Nitro. All of Nitro. At one point, I do kind of want to get I want to commission somebody to draw, like, every man I've ever swooned over in video games. So, obviously Kazuma, Von Cheek, Godot, now Shenlong, I guess that's really it for now. Oh, wait, I think I have swooned over Edgeworth. So, yeah, add Edgeworth to that list. So it's fine. Fine. I've seen a lot of bodies like this one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but you haven't figured that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. What the fuck are you saying? It's super easy to get hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? Is that your reasoning? Solid as a rock, based on the philosophy of determination. Detainment. What's this philosophy of determination? Ha! You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girlie. In my country, criminals have a saying. Beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, lang, it means wolf. And you don't mess with me or my pack. Hell yeah. Oh, by the way, chat, if anybody a part of the community is our pack. In this case, anybody in chat, if you are part of my pack. So, and I have the same as Lang. Don't mess with me or my pack, or else I'll fuck you up. So you best be careful. And for the detainment philosophy, it's my father. It's my father as the honorable ancestor, Lang Ji. I think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous. Lang Ji developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Shengfa police still train in recruits using philosophies. But thousands of years ago, that makes your story as believable as fairy tales. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? You want to put it to the test? I've seen a lot of bodies. So what can you tell me about the body? A lot. Even without an obscenity, I have my ways. They teach you the basics of forensics along with the detention fallacy. Oh, then you wouldn't mind telling me a little more what you figured out, correct? I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? Yes, I can think anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusion. Hey, don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to mean? Lang Shi says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly get your hands on a gun. I would disagree. It would appear that you studied a little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study when every child on any street corner already knows? It's that. Shinda! The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not easy to get a gun these days. Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of information. Interesting. Not unless you're a member of the law enforcement, like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? If that was the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be the potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I already looked into everyone else here. Oh, on the other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else was fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short time span? That's because each and every one of my sergeants is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. The power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey you! Show me your gun! Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Gun. What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir? I lost my gun, sir! Typical. How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we got. You're the one who waited here outside the garage to ambush and kill the victim. Do you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim? Do you, Ling? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. What? Oh, we gotta press it. It's a new statement. You mean to tell me that the murder occurred here in this garage? From the fact the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found, I'd say that's pretty obvious that it's the crime scene. Like Jane said, the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. I don't think that's how it works. Hey, finally a quote even I heard before. I think you guys got it backwards. Furthermore, Lee Shane says, successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. But this is the kind of a conclusion the philosophy of determination can lead you to. I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins? It's not particularly care what happens to Officer Meekins. What? However, I can't simply stand by while Agent Lang ignores our country's laws. Ching Long Lang. What sort of investigator are you? Objection! Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that's simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. While you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? Ha! Oh my god, so... You did not notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder? Because that isn't this the crime scene? And if your men who led you here think was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Not bad. I see your logic can just be as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that the officer was hanging out around here in the first place? Weird. How so? Hey, you! Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What are you doing neglecting your duties and lofting around here? I dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk. But, sir, I really was. I did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. How dare you take your obligation so lightly? Officer Meekins looking extra mean. Is he hiding something? Mr. Edgeworth! Please, sir! Save me the way you did earlier! Please, sir! Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, not you too! It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate in the area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role of selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir. What is this Blue Badger mobile? It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. The Blue Badger mobile is just roaming souvenir shop? Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream machine. Seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self. He sure seems to short what he's saying. Can you try to calm down and lower your voice a bit more to a more reasonable level, officer? Sir! Roger, sir! It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to the area, sir. Alright, then where were you assigned to? I was assigned to the main gate, sir. You must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain. Okay, then why are you here in the Wild West, Wild West area? It's because of a very deep reason, madam. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. Hold it. Describe for me how you conducted your investigation. Yes, sir. Well, first I made sure there was no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But there was the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir. What did you expect? You dressed like the Blue Badger. I thought I had no choice at that point, sir. So I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir. Hold it. What do you mean exactly by selling dreams? Sir, the Blue Badger mobile is where dreams are collected. What? Sweetness like you've never expected in dreams, madam. Like innocent drops. And bitterness only found in nightmares, madam, like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those as I pushed the Blue Badger mobile along is my sworn duty, madam. But I got completely caught up in my roles. Bring dreams to the children, sir. Hold it. You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers? No, sir, of course not, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. You're absolutely right. Wow, you're good at this. Forcing people to confess in, Mr. Edgeworth. To be frank, I'm a little man, sir. I'm better at telling your kids if you don't know if he's looking for a big crook, sir. Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony. Yes, sir! Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir. Hold it. How did you end up all the way over here? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But only one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the children. The child's painful drop kicks before I knew it. The good old drop kick. I dished my fair share of those when I was a kid. It's always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you would wind up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. Sir! That's right, sir. That's not something you should be admitting to your head, Mr. Head Held High officer. It sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there's one flaw in the officer's Meekin's story. But I have a feeling that he needs some probing before he spills the beans. Wait a second. But the Badger-mobile is parked in the garage. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate if you didn't tell such transparent lies. Sir! I'm lying, sir? Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger-mobile until recently, then what is it doing inside the garage? Ah! Actually, I just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realized that the Blue Badger mobile was nowhere to be found, sir. I mean, it was perhaps stolen. And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, sir. Sorry, sir. A likely story. Who do you think is going to buy such a convenient tale such as that? What exactly is so convenient about the story? The car getting stolen? It's completely unbelievable, even if for a cover story. But I think we can assume that the car was used alright to move the dead body. Whoa, wait, what? You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Beacon, and then you used the Blue Badger mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me! Sir! The killer, sir! It wasn't me! Agent Lane, wait! What do you want now? I still don't know where the real scene of crime is. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you, the truth is Shamoon. I couldn't care less. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. And that's the job of you prosecutors and your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. You boorish buffoon. I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body in to observatory. You guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations. Hey now, let's not forget who held the actual authority to conduct investigations here. I'm afraid the one doing the interruption is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. Ugh! Oh boy. Oh boy. You did not just call Edgeworth pretty boy. Now be a good fancy little boy and get out of my sight if you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my. Yes, we are absolutely saving. And we're also gonna end stream tonight. That's gonna be it for tonight. So, yes, thank you for coming along to our journey. Sorry, close the game. Oh, wait, no, not that. Okay, so thank you all for joining in. I would love to play morning, but I actually have to get to work in the morning and stuff. So, this is the time where I say, I'll see you maybe sometime this weekend. If not, I'll see you again tomorrow. So I'll see you for some more Ace Attorney investigations. I appreciate you all joining tonight and having some fun while we're at it together. But in reality, I have to get Great. So, unfortunately, this is where we're just gonna end. Again, like I said, I'll see you guys either sometime over this weekend or next Tuesday for more investigations. We'll see more of Ling Xinglai. So hot.